Boom, Kampai, good people. Today I'm drinking a coffee and got my Ikigai Tribe cup. I don't know if it's backwards or not, but it says coffee is my Ikigai. It's one of them. Yeah, one of them. It's a good cup. Thanks to Nick. All right, so today, even though I'm drinking coffee, it's tea time. And this is what we were thinking about today, right? What do you delight in? Okay, that's your question for today. What do you delight in? In Psalms, let's see, Psalms 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will bring you the desires of your heart." Do you have things that you desire? Yeah, most of us do. One way to really get those things almost guaranteed, because His word never fails, is to delight yourself in the Lord. Now, what does that have to do with the desires of your heart? Well, when you delight yourself in the Lord, His thoughts and His desires or His plans get worked out through you. Okay? So a lot of us have plans and a lot of us have desires. A lot of us want to be rich, and when we do these things according to our own will, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it's off the mark. 99.9% of the time it's going to be off the mark. Even when we delight ourselves in the Lord, because we fall short of this, of everything that He has for us, we can't fulfill it all. When we fall short, we still off the mark. But when we delight ourselves in the Lord, we want to have His will be done in our lives. So His plans and things that He has for us start to line up with our plans, because we want to do the things that He wants us to do. And because He's God, He can let it happen. Now, He loves you so much that a lot of times we want to, I don't know if you got kids, but a lot of times they want to do things that's a good idea in their head because they want to do it. But since we've all been there, done that, I'm 50. I'm like, man, I did that. And that was a disaster. You don't want to go that way. I just want to get out on my own and do this. But somebody's providing for you. I jumped ship when I was 18. Got out the house, went straight to the military. Wasn't a bad decision, but it wasn't. It could have went really wrong, because if God didn't have His hand on me at that time, I could have went. Well, let me put it like this. Like I said, I went to the military, and every other class went straight to Kuwait. I happened to go to my first choice, and people were like, the teachers was like, I never seen somebody get their first choice before. I came right back to Georgia when I went to tech school. The class before us and the class after us went straight to Kuwait. Most of my class went to California, and I think three of us went to the East Coast. 2 of us was in Georgia. I went to Warner Robins, which was I think it was an hour and 15 minutes away from my mom's house. Now, had I been thinking, which I wasn't thinking at all, had I been thinking, I probably would have ended up going to Kuwait or being, off in the Gulf War. The Gulf War was happening. And I might not have had the turnout that I had. But since I delight myself in the Lord, now I find that things go better when my will lines up with his will and I get things done. When they don't, when we do this, things don't really go the way I would like them to go. Here I find myself depressed and in a hole. Things not happening the way I would like them to happen. But, just think about that. Do you have desires? Do you have delights? I mean, what are you delighting yourself in first? And do you have desires you want them to done? Are they lining up with God's will for your life? Because I can guarantee you, when they do this, it's a lot easier than when they do this. All right? Have a wonderful evening. Come by.